Hello, I am Bryan. I am here to talk Japanese with all of you, whoever's here. Konnichiwa, or probably more likely, konnichiwa works. Oh god, stuff's buzzing at me. I never know what's going on. This is my little Japanese lessons. I started doing these a month ago, trying to force myself to do my WaniKani practice, which you'll see very shortly. Also mixing in my own experiences with Japan, some discussion of the language, the culture, basically just a thing to do to motivate me. But hopefully you guys learn something too. I mean, I'm happy to answer questions. I do not profess to be an expert. If anyone has any insight and or helpful hints they want to offer in the chat, I greatly appreciate the help. There are many people out there who speak Japanese far better than I could ever hope to, or at least in the near term. So let's get started with a cute little video. It's not cute. I took this on the Shinkansen. That's Shinkansen. That is the bullet train, or the one of several bullet trains that crisscross Japan. So I don't know. I wanted to play something to start. I thought we would do this. It's a quick video. Probably no good audio, but I have audio shared anyway. Oh, no I don't. There's some audio. So, believe this is somewhere around Hiroshima. And the bullet train that we were on is not the fastest bullet train. However, it was pretty fast. It's pretty cool too. We took it from Fukuoka down in Kyushu all the way up to Yokohama in Honshu, and it sort of gives you a great, albeit this speed view of Japan. So you go through some cities, you also go through lots of countryside, and it's pretty boring at times, but it's also really cool to sort of get a very quick tour of the nation. I don't have a map handy, but I'd pull up a map and show you that it's a fair distance. Oh gosh, so my camera there decided to go a little not vertical. Let's start with WaniKani. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. WaniKani is a system that you can get yourself. It is free, I believe, up to level 5. I am in no way, shape, or form affiliated with it. However, it is quite a good system for learning kanji. Kanji are the the pictographic basis for the vocabulary you'll need if you're going to speak Japanese, or read it, really, I guess. But you learn the symbols, you learn how to say them, and then you get the vocabulary. So it complements writing and speaking. The system has lessons and it has reviews. And so you can see here a little bit of both. Let me pull this monitor over. So I can do new subjects. So this would be lessons, so things I don't know yet. And I can do reviews. Reviews would be kanji, vocabulary, radicals. You'll see those here as well that I have seen before and need to review. It's a flashcard-based sort of system. It uses a thing called SRS, which is a repetition system that kind of spaces the concepts that you learn out. It starts it out very short intervals, and then it increases that interval as you go further and further away from that first time you learned them, so that your brain has to sort of put it from short-term into long-term memory in a different way. And I am by no means a psychologist or person who knows about such things. I am a lowly computer scientist who I get the gist. I abstracted enough to understand what it's doing, and that it works pretty well. The other key with the system is it gives you mnemonics, little stories that help you solidify the ideas of the symbols. And since it is like pictographic based, the mnemonic works really well. Some people use mnemonics like when you were growing up and you did little word games. Musicians, we know face, which are the spaces on the treble clef. Things like that help us. But with a pictographic system, you really can build pretty elaborate stories. So let's just dive in here. that was my review this morning. Didn't do amazing, but you know, I try to average into the 80%ish, somewhere in the 80 to 90%. I usually can blow through these pretty quickly. However, in this form, it's going to be a little slower, but it's okay. We're talking about it. And I think in some ways it's helping me in a different way. So there is a, okay, so purple is vocabulary. So these are two kanjis that mean concept. So it could be, let's see, a compound, you know, sort of noun situation. It could be a verb. It could be adjectives, different parts of speech. In this case, it is, it's not really a pronoun exactly, but I think our equivalent would be like a pronoun. This is everyone. So the meaning for these two symbols, if you see them, is everyone. And you know that because the first symbol, the one on the left, is mina. And the symbol on the right is san. So mina-san in Japanese is the sort of simple way to say everyone. So let's do everyone. Oh, and I'm wrong. See, this is okay because I am not going to get all these right. And I'm glad we got that out of the way out at the beginning. Sometime last time I did this, people were like, wow, you know so many things. It's like, no. I'm just getting lucky. Okay, so this is not Minasan. What is this? This is... I thought this was... Gosh, now I don't even know what it is. Oh, okay. Practice. Okay. So this is practice, the first symbol. And the second symbol is learn, I think. Yeah, practice and learn. Okay, wow. Not even close. Like, sometimes I'll misspell it. Sometimes I'll do a couple things and it's close. Not even in the ballpark. That's fine though. So practice and learn means practice. So practice, learn. And this is not a new one to me, so I should have known it, but it's okay. All right. Bone. I know this one's bone. Not going to get this one wrong. I actually know how to say it too, but they're only asking for the meaning here. So I'm going to type the meaning, bone, and I got it right. Good. Oh, also, the number up here in the top right is 105. Let me make this a little bigger. I'll only do this for a second. The top right is the number of lessons I have to finish to get caught up. And this, again, just, you know, increases constantly. It's got a rolling percentage there, of course. It tells you how many you've completed. Oh, hey, Jacob. How many you completed with the check mark. We'll talk about the different kind of readings, whether it's an own or a kun reading. They are different. But yeah, that's the sort of blow up here. And then you can get hints, and there's different ways to put in stuff. But most of this down here you don't have to worry about. All right, I'm going to put that back. All right, so this is a symbol for gender. It is made up two radicals. The radical on the left, which is like a stick with two little things on the side. You typically see with feeling. It's a radical that means, well, so the radicals don't mean anything necessarily, unless they're their own kanji into themselves. This system, WaniKani, does have its own like names for these radicals. So that's the radical for feeling. But in actuality, that's a concept that they made up. And then the radical on the right, which is a kanji by itself, means life. So the mnemonic would be like feelings about life or feeling of life. And you learn that this symbol is gender. So in my brain, I think feeling and life, I see gender. That's how it works. Now, that's the meaning. How do you say it? Well, in this case, there's actually two different ways to say it for this reading. And it's kind of nice. It works with these radicals that are there. So sei is also a radical, or the life kanji, sei. And then the feelings is jo, and I think this one is either. But let me try sei, and then let's do a little info look here. Yeah, so make that bigger. So you got sei or jo. Now, if you've never read hiragana, which probably, if you're not familiar with Japanese, why would you have? This is the phonetic alphabet that is predominant in Japanese. There's actually two. This is the one that's sort of more traditional. You'll also see katakana. Katakana is for borrowed words, which are words from other languages. or it's like their version of bold in some sort of way. It's like a very stylized script for advertising. So these are hiragana, though. These are symbols you would see. And this is like, again, most of the stuff you'll read is either kanji or hiragana. And so, yeah, sei or jo together. And gender. And then there's this joke or this mnemonic stuff about the shogun. And he lays his saber on you. Again, great mnemonics, not essential. But they do a good job of giving you this. And then if you want to embroider it with your own ideas and concepts and things you're familiar with, that'll anchor it better in your brain as you're learning it. So that's sei and jo. And I don't know if I did the audio or not. Actually, there's no audio for this one, so it doesn't matter. We'll come back to that. Okay, so bone. We just had this. We got it right. So the reading is kotsu. That's ko, and then su. And the mnemonic is like this whole coats of bone. So you're wearing a bone coat. It's kind of weird, right? But yeah, kotsu is bone. Good. And you get little levels, so it's gamified to some extent. You can kind of get a little bit of, yay, I got that right. I'm moving up in the world. So apprentice is pretty much the lowest level. This one, I think, is not yet. And I believe it's either me or Matsu. Matsu. Oh, good. So in my head, again, like this is the associations you have at an instinctive level. I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm not mapping it over or anything. It's just sort of the first thing that comes to your head, which a lot of times I've found, if you've done this enough, is what you want to trust, right? You'll think it's one thing, but in the back of your mind, you're like, I really feel like it's this other thing. And then more often it's that. So yeah, not yet. And it's satsu. Let's see. So we got a tree on the left, the tree radical. And they call the radical on the right this thing here, which looks like it's like two pieces. In fact, there are actually two different radicals. There's the, I think this is the stool radical maybe, and then the mouth radical. And it actually, the top one is kanji by itself, and the bottom one is kanji by itself. So each three radicals here are kanjis themselves. But that doesn't necessarily tell you anything, unless you make it like work for you as a mnemonic. I just learned this one, and it's status, I believe. But I don't remember the reading. Bam. I don't think it's no. Oh, konnichiwa, Alex. Alex, didn't you just come back from Japan? A while ago. Like you had a delightful trip that you cataloged very well on Facebook. I was reliving my trips through yours, and very jealous. Yeah, no. So this one, gosh, I don't think it's no status. There's like something about telling them your status or not wanting to tell them. That's right. So yeah, it was right at the cusp of the pandemic. I think I was even like, oh gosh, be careful. But the good thing about Japan, I am drinking sake. Hey, Sue. I'm glad you asked. This is such a nice opportunity. And again, I feel like I should get advertising like dollars, but I don't. This is one of my favorite sake. And I found it in San Diego. So not even one I had in Japan. It's Kamoizumi. And that's the brewery. And it is, or distillery? No, I think it's brewery. And then it's called Red Maple. So kind of a Canadian, sort of, not really, reference. It's a 2-year Namazume, which is raw and unpasteurized. Or raw and unfiltered. I think that's different. I don't mind hot sake if it's like, part of the meal or it's cheap. But I actually really like, I've gotten more into like cold sake because hot sake, the idea is it kind of buries the imperfections and sort of off flavors that you might encounter, and it makes it like more palatable. that's not a hard fast thing. I mean, it's a style. It's whatever. But so that's all I would drink. I would just pound this hot sake, and it was fine. It gets you drunk. But when you start really appreciating it and like trying getting the flavors and all, it's like wine. It's a rice wine. So yeah. So this one I had in San Diego. It was a sushi bar in Coronado Island. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but I went there with some coworkers and I spent a lot of money on sake and sushi, and it was delightful. So I found this here in Seattle. There's a local sake cafe importer, Sake no Mi, which is hilarious because in Japanese, Sake no Mi is basically an alcoholic. So that's the name of the place, Sake no Mi, and then they import this. I think it's actually made in Hawaii, imported by World Sake Imports in Honolulu. It is a product of Japan, though. So yeah, one of my favorite. Oh, oh yes. Okay, so that's the other thing is I didn't really care for whiskey that much, and I found some whiskey bars in Yokosuka, outside of Tokyo, south of Tokyo a little bit, and they tried different ones, got some that I really liked. Went to Hawaii. So I work for the Navy. So I go to a lot of these places that are like, Japanese or I'm like a Pacific, kind of district Pacific Fleet sort of oriented person these days. So yeah, Honolulu, there's a lot of Japanese culture, a lot of Japanese tourism there. And so there was a great little bar that had great Japanese whiskeys too. So I've never had Hatozaki, sorry. But I'll have to look it up. But yeah, if you want a good sake, I really recommend this red maple God, I can't talk today. Kama Oizumi. All right. Okay. Yeah, very Japanese adjacent. So we know it's status. I don't know what the reading is. I'm drawing a blank. I'm going to guess no, but it's not that. But on the off chance. Oh, this one doesn't stuck yet. So, kaku. There are other. So the confusing thing about Japanese, but it's also helpful, is there's a lot of the same readings for different words, and so you almost build this like string of various concepts that all have the same reading. And kaku is used for other things. It's actually drawing, and for drawing, kaku is a little easier for my brain to attach itself to, so to speak. Status is a little weird. I don't think I have a good connection there. I think the mnemonic is something like, regardless of the status, you need to let the tree know how you feel. Being a kaku, a male chicken, just to clarify. You cock-a-doodle-doo your true feelings to the tree. So that's a good mnemonic. It's very descriptive, and I think that's always the key. But in my brain, that hasn't sunk in. So maybe after this time it will. We'll see. All right. Keep moving. Oh, and it's going to have me try it again. Good. Done. All right. So this is arrange and reason. These are two kanji that together mean something, and they are comprised of the words for a reason. I know this one. It's weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's actually kind of straightforward. It's arrangement. And arrange is say, just like life, and gender. Say, and then I believe, is it re? Say re, I think. Yeah. Say re. Oh, I was going to do the pronunciation too. Let me see if that works. So I don't know if you heard that. Oh, I'll give you my kanji ID, or my kanji ID. My Steam ID is Hyperion76. But please don't feel like you have to, send me a little game that I probably won't play. No, I'll play it on here if you do this. I will play it on here at some point. But I might do that anyway because it does sound fun. So yeah, arrangement, seiri. So yeah, I don't know if you heard that. Let me do this real quick just to make sure you guys can hear that. Seiri.
Seiri.
So that is arrangement. So we'll see that here in a minute. Oh, there, right there. Arrangement. So I'm a guru on this one. You know, I'm moving up in the world. I don't remember the rankings, but it's like, I know apprentice is like the earliest, and then it's like maybe guru, master, expert, enlightened. I think enlightened, not expert. And then you burn it. When you burn it, you don't see it anymore, which is good because it's like, oh, you don't have to worry about that popping up, so your list gets shorter. But then you also may more likely forget it. So it's kind of a complicated thing. So I am 2. If you look at the top here, I have 2 that I have successfully passed, and I have 103. I'm going to try to push along here. A Pokemon type game. That sounds really interesting. All right. This is Poet or Poetry. Is it Poet or Poetry? I think it's... No! Oh, come on. Poem. So, parts of speech annoy me in this. Not parts of speech. Well, yeah, parts of speech. Because there are ones that are clearly verbs, and I'll talk about those when we get to one. There are ones that are pretty clearly adjectives. But then there's like this. Poem, poetry. I know they're different concepts, but come on. Oh, well, that's fine. We had this one earlier. We got it wrong. That was the first one we got into. Just blew it. But this is practice. And we learned that it is... oh, gosh. Did we do the reading for this? Ren is practice. And then learn is Iku? No, it's not Iku. Is it? Nope. All right. Oh, Renshu.
練習
練習
Okay. And this was not yet or not. End. There's not yet's very similar, but okay, end. Oh, doing so great. 62%. Woohoo. This is to separate. Wakareru. Okay, so this is a good one to stop. This is a verb. It ends in an u sound. Any word that you see in Japanese, with exceptions, it ends in an u sound. It should be Hyperion 7-6. After the year of my birth. But yeah, any word that ends in an u sound is probably, but not always, but probably a verb. And it's in its unconjugated form, I should also say. So you wouldn't just say wakareru. You would actually conjugate it potentially into whatever. If you were saying, it's very similar to understand, which is wakarimasu. If I understood, you say wakarimasu. Watashi wa wataru. There's something missing there. I'm missing a piece of this. My grammar is terrible right now. But wakarimasen, I actually use quite a lot in Japanese in my time there because I didn't understand most of the time what they were saying. After the no, actually, Alex, it's after the books of Hyperion Cantos by Dan Simmons. It's a sci-fi literary mashup kind of thing that came out in the 80s, 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Read it in high school, college, you know. One of the older nicknames that I've, kept. But, yeah. All right, so wakarimasu, and so wakareru, so that'd be wakaremasu, would be to separate. So they're very similar. The symbol of the kanji is different. No, that's probably not me, actually. Hold on. Don't be doing anything weird there. Is my Steam account up? I'm gonna just so I don't screw this up. I'll make sure I got your... Oh, yeah, it's not what I thought, and I will message it to you later. Don't let me forget. Message me on Facebook so I send you the right thing. But I do not see you. And now I see other people on here. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't use Steam for friend stuff at all. But yeah, it's not a. I don't want to give it out over the interwebs right now. So you'll understand when you see it later. All right. Oh, this is chirp. And it looks like something else that is sort of like a guy sitting on a fire. And I think that's part of the mnemonic, but I don't remember honestly because it just looks like chirp to me now, which is how you want it to be eventually, right? So this will be na when we get the reading. Gender, practice. This is to transmit, I believe, or just transmit. So if I put to transmit, since this isn't the actual vocab, it would give me an error. It would count it wrong. So it sort of wants just the core concept. And then when you put it with other things, it'll be either a verb or a noun or whatever. This was to separate. This is, okay, so energy is the first one. That's ki. And then suku. So it's kisuku or kisku. The su is usually really quiet. But I think it's to notice. Yes, okay. Let's go down here to realize to notice. So energy and spirit, you can see how that's comprised of those two kanji. And let's, there's no, oh, I gotta click that. Yeah, there we go.
気づく
Oh yes, because there's it's rendaku, the middle sound there. Some of these these hiragana get rendaku to a different sound, and I mean, a linguist could probably explain why this is. I don't know why they do this. It's very crazy. Mouth bird, yeah, I like that. Yeah, and it's mouth, the kanji or radical for mouth, and then the bird, yes, tori. But yeah, so I don't know. This kizuku.
気づく
Kizuku. I always see this and type it as du, but it's kizuku, not kiduku.
気づく
Okay, so this is na. This is to be helped, I think, or to help, and I don't remember which. That's the other thing is the active passive versions are. There's no formal. It's like this. You just got to remember it. Tasukaru. And now whether this is to help or to be helped is the question. This is every year, which is my nen, I think. Yes. What did we decide? Oh, so it's just she for poem. Poem, right? Yeah, it was poem. This is every year. Oh, so here's an example. When I burned it, basically it's not going to show up anymore. I can move on. It will probably atrophy in my brain. I do have a plan, and I might somehow figure out a way to incorporate this. I bought some manga when I was in Japan. And if you're familiar with any manga or anime, this should be familiar. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's Cardcaptor Sakura, and it's in the original Japanese. So the idea with manga as a learning tool is you as a young Japanese learner, my equivalent right now is like a third grade education, the reading level or whatever. Yeah, I love it. I actually bought this at the museum exhibit in Tokyo for Sakura. They had a whole exhibit. I have tons of pictures. I'll try to put them in the thing here in a little bit, maybe. But yeah, it was great. And so yeah, I bought this there, and I do intend to read it in the original Japanese. I also bought some other books, Sarazanmai, if you're familiar with that. It's a more recent anime. So yeah, that's how I'm going to try to remember, like as I've burned some, to keep them fresh in my brain. I would also like Japanese Japanese speaker pen pals to help me practice. So Alex, I'm just saying, if you want to do that, if you feel like that's something you would enjoy, we could certainly do that to try to keep each other's proficiency for the next time we go back to Japan. Hopefully soon. I I had intentions of going back this year, and COVID happened, so no. Okay, so let's keep going here. This is be careful, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and I only remember it's to be careful because I see that key to start, which is the energy symbol, and the rest of it kind of doesn't matter, even though it should for me. So I feel like I'm kind of getting away with knowing this because there's not that many long phrases that I have to know. So at some point I'm going to have to really, dig in. But the rest of it actually kiwo or o and then attach. So you're like attaching energy to you, which sometimes means like notice or realize, but it can also mean other things. So in this case, I know it's be careful. So kiwo, that's sukete. Yes. Okay. Wait, you say this all the time? That's funny. Are you serious? Like that's just a thing you say? Like in Japanese or in English you're like, be careful.
気をつけて
Kiotsuke. Oh man, say it again.
気をつけて
Kiotsukete. So you have that su sound and it gets lost in the rest of it. So I always screw that up when I'm pronouncing or I hear somebody and I'm like, what do you say?
気をつけて
Kiotsukete. So it's ke. Like the su like drives into the next syllable. Skete. Kete. Wait.
気をつけて
Kete, not kete. Kete.
気をつけて
So that's kind of interesting. So, yeah, so now you know how to say be careful. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me just cheat here. Yep. Be careful, take care. Kiotsukete. So, yeah, good one to know. And again, we had this one earlier. This is kizuku. Transmit, which is den, D-E-N. Den. Oh, that's nice. You say that to your... Ah, it's very nice. I was taught to say matane instead of sayonara. Because, you know, a lot of Americans certainly know sayonara. It's just one of those that we all encounter. Sayonara. But it's not what you say in Japan because it's like you're saying goodbye forever. It's a really final goodbye. So like matane is like see you soon. I like kiotsukete as a sort of farewell or be careful, take care. I like that. This is a cloud in the radicals. I haven't. Oh, origin. This is origin. Moto. Oh yes. Been a while since I've seen this one. That's the SRS, right? Okay, so now we got to decide if this is to be helped or to help. I'm going to say. Nope. So 50-50 odds half the time. And that's not even, it's actually less than that in certain cases. But yeah. We just had this one. Ren. Oh gosh, what was it? Ren. No, it's Ren. Ren. I just saw this. We just had it. Oh my gosh, my brain. It's not Reniku. Shu. Whew. Yeah. Renshu. Oh, and then this one was status. So this is a radical. This is the first one we've seen, actually. It's kind of surprising. So radicals, again, there are mnemonics for them. They do not mean this in Japanese, although this is actually a kanji by itself. And so when that is the case, they use the kanji. So this is make or not. Make is very similar. Probably has this radical. So I'm going to guess this is key or brush. Key. And again, not the kanji meaning, the mnemonic. And it puts it out here. So this is origin. Oh, there we go. Goodbye, origin. This is white. Shiroi. This was poem. This is a key to be helped. I'm going to burn through ones that are, we've already seen. Be careful. This is, I believe it's heat. And it's Netsu. Again, you got the little boily looking radical at the bottom. There's the circle radical. There's last or previous in there. And then there's like dry. So all of that together, I don't know. My brain has just cemented this as the concept, and I don't even remember what the mnemonic is, which is not good. Because honestly, the way this SRS works is, in a month from now when I get this again, I may not remember just like easily. Oh yeah, it's heat. It'll be something else, or it's Netsu. So learning the radicals is better, and it helps cement it long term. Okay, this is a big person, which you might think, oh, big person. That's the two meanings, right? Big and person. But it actually means adult, which kind of makes sense. This is reality / truth is the first symbol. And then I believe that is feeling or concept. I always screw this up lately. So we're doing the reading. That's jitsu. And then kan, if it's feeling. So let me see if I got it right, but then I'll explain the weird tsu there. Oh, okay. So Japanese have this interesting phenomenon where you have a vowel ending component followed by a hard consonant. And this, I think this is Rendaku. Is this Rendaku? Jukugo. I always screw that. The Rendaku is the sound changing, and this is also a sound change, but it's a very specific sound change. You kind of like lose a little bit of one. You lose that oo sound usually coming off the first piece, and you double the consonant on the second piece. So whereas before it was jitsu and kan, those are the two pieces. When you put it together, it's jikan. So you kind of give a little glottal stop going, thing.
実感
実感
And the little su there, which there's a term for the little su, and I don't think it's jukugo. Wait, hold on, is jukugo? No, jukugo is different. Jukugo is the the readings you use. We haven't gotten into that. We'll save that for later. Yeah, it adds an emphasis to the following consonant. Thank you. But there is a term, and I don't remember the term for that little su, but there's a linguistic term for this. But yeah, so anyway, that's what that is. So jukugo is a type of compound word where you have two kanji, possibly more. I think you could have more. And because it's a jukugo word, you use the on reading. So every kanji has two readings, on and kun. And that's not even true because some have the same for both. On readings are the Chinese derived reading. So it's kind of borrowed from Chinese. Kun is the Japanese native reading. So they have both in their language, and they kind of use them in different ways. If a word is just kanji, more of the time it's a jukugo word, so you just use the on readings for both, and that's how you read the word. If it's a combination of kanji and hiragana in one word, you don't do it that way, and you actually use the kun reading of the kanji with the hiragana. So we'll see. We've seen a couple examples, and I didn't point it out. We'll see another one here, I'm sure, in a minute. But this is a jukugo word. It uses own readings for both, and so that's why it's jikan. All right. So this was, what did we say? It is realize. Oh, we didn't say. What is this? Realize a feeling. shoot. I had a theory on what this was, and now it's gone. Oh, is this Hypothesis? No, this is not Hypothesis. Hypothesis is similar. This is... Man, what is this? I know this one. I should know this. Okay, it's Realization. Good. Again, that voice in your head, that instinct kicks in, and you're like, oh yeah, it's that. All right, let me take a break for that for a second. We'll come back to you in a minute. I'm going to show you another video of my time in Japan. If you're a fan of Evangelion, the very, very famous manga anime series, it's gone on for far too long. When I was in Fukuoka, I actually got to see a lights projection experience in the mall, the big mall they have in Fukuoka, Fukuoka is one of the bigger cities in Japan. You've probably never heard of it unless you just think it's funny that the airport code is FUK, which it is. But it's the biggest city in Kyushu. Kyushu is almost the other end of the island from Tokyo, far southwest. And honestly, I love Fukuoka. I love Kyushu. Probably almost more even than Honshu, but I didn't get to explore enough of Honshu, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, and the last Eva movie should have come out a while ago. Anyway, so while I was there, I had a couple days there in one of the trips, and I got to see this. And it's just a quick little thing. I'm not going to play the whole... I taped most of it, or recorded most of it. Of course, I'll probably get a DMCA takedown request right after this. Hey, Josh. Unfortunately, there are no subtitles. Some people are watching this like, I have no idea what's going on. So, okay. That was the beginning of the show. It was like a 10-minute show. And it's all projection onto this giant, like multi-story hotel thing. And, fountains and noises. And it's similar to the Odaiba show. I know which one you're talking about. I don't know that I did... If you're talking about the one that's got the giant Gundam, the Unicorn Gundam, and it kind of moves and transforms. Like that show. Because, it's similar, right? Although that one has a real Gundam, right? But it was really cool. And then they had a pop-up shop for Eva. They had an escape room. If I had better confidence in my Japanese at the time, I would have probably done the escape room. But I was like, well, I was by myself too, so I was like, I'm not doing that. But if you're familiar with Eva, I think this is probably the most ridiculous and cute thing I've seen from that franchise. It was from the pop-up shop I got. I showed it off on the video the other night, but it's a cute little plushie Eva, Lilith, complete with the little bits of clone Rey at the bottom. Spoilers. Yeah, that's I could not get that. I didn't. This is the end of my trip too. I was like, I can't keep bringing crap home. I've got too much stuff. Um, but this was a no brainer for me because it's so ridiculous. Oh, come on, Lilith, hang out there. Chibi Lilith on a cross. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, I had some really cool times there. I went to the Lush store. I went to a cat cafe. I mean, there's so many things in Japan that you can get into and discover. I went to the gay bars in Shinjuku. I went to two of them at least, the bear bars, which is funny. As an article just came out from Advocate where it's like little insights to these small, tiny little bars in that area, the Nichome part of Shinjuku. Oh, yay! More fellow students of Japanese and culture. Nathan, how are you, dear? Taking a second between my kanji lessons here to show videos and talk about Japan, and specifically, I guess we should say right now. Oh yeah, they would have been closed in April, right, because of the pandemic. I remember hearing from friends, but also reading that those tiny bars were. I mean, they're tiny. Like, imagine the smallest, coziest little dive bar you've been to in America, and like cut that in a fourth. Like, it is 4 to 6 people on average, like, can fit. Not that are there, can fit. Oh, I didn't go to Arty Farty. I've heard about it since. So I stayed. This is the first time I was in Japan. I stayed in Shinjuku, just outside of Nichome, to make sure I didn't have to go very far. From the bars, if I got, if I had a few too many or whatever. And Japan, you could drink on the street. Like, it's a very permissive in that way kind of place, right? But yeah, so it was cool. But I was by myself, and one of the things that you find in Japan is if you don't speak Japanese, that people are willing to try to work with you and help you find stuff. But it's hard to necessarily. You have to really be outgoing and confident to meet people, let's say. And I know that I am not always that. I know some people would laugh and say that's ridiculous because they think I am that. Oh, good. I'm glad you did. I actually did have a lovely conversation with a bartender, but he was a South American, I forgot what country, bear bartender at the Eagle Blue. Eagle, there's 2 eagles. I know people are like, there's 2 eagles in a city. That doesn't happen. Eagle is a Leatherman bear bar kind of place. But in Japan, and specifically in Tokyo, the same owner owns both Blue and regular Eagle. And regular Eagle's probably the more accessible. And it's not huge, but it's bigger than some of these tiny bars. And it's great. Lots of people, lots of foreigners come there. But the one bartender who I had talked to on like Growler or something wasn't there. If he had been there, I feel like I would have at least had somebody I could, But yeah, it was a little, I don't know. But then Blue, if you go to Eagle Blue, it's bigger. It's like a dance club kind of bar. But it is for more of the residents. And so they won't kick you out. You go to some bars and they're just like, stay away, gaijin. And they won't say that. But, like, they don't want to make their patrons feel uncomfortable by having someone who doesn't speak the language. It's not like they hate Americans or anything crazy. It's not, like, unreasonable. But it's not the most hospitable either. Yeah, it's like a Pokemon. It's like a red and blue versions. But both Eagles have a giant mural. Let me see if I can find it. That you can go stand in front of. That is one of the Bara artists there, whose name escapes me, but maybe Alex, you might know. Nathaniel, you might know. I don't know. Here we go. Let me share my screen. So this is in Eagle Blue. So you see the hashtag Eagle Tokyo Blue. And I can't read his name or I would tell you what it is. So that's the mural in the blue, and then this is the mural in the regular eagle. Yeah, I really like Midnight Diner. I need to finish it. I started it like back at the beginning of the pandemic and just, yeah. So yeah, no, Eagle's a good choice. I do want to try some of the other places. I really didn't get to see drag there, and it sucks because Eagle does do drag nights, and I just missed out. I also had an opportunity to go to a jockstrap party in Yokohama when I came back, and I just didn't. It didn't work with my schedule. And it's not a jockstrap. It's the sumo jockstrap thing that they do. Which is funny because when I went to this okay, this is long. I went to a Yokohama bar, gay bar, and it was a bear bar, and I went with one of the sailors that I had met there in Yokosuka, U.S. Navy sailor, and we went into this bar. He knew the bar. He's like, "Oh no, it's good, it's fine." Nobody there but the bartender, and that was awkward, but whatever. The guy was very nice, very hospitable. He spoke a little English. I spoke a little Japanese. My friend spoke a little Mawashi. Thank you. That's what it was. It was a Mawashi party. And it was going to be at this bar in Yokohama. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you should come when you come back." Da, 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 da. And I said, "Well, do I need to bring my own? Where do I buy a Mawashi?" And he's like, "Oh, you don't buy it. You don't have to buy it. We'll rent them to you." And I'm like, "What?" Yes. Oh, I quite know you're a sumo fan, but I'm sure the rest of the Facebook group would love to know this. And I was getting to the point, at some point I was going to say, yeah, the sumo finals are going on, right? But yeah, a Mawashi party, and I didn't make it, didn't go. The bartender was super nice, but one of the things there is a lot of times you pay, it's not cover exactly, because you usually pay cover at the door. You pay part of your bill is like this cover after the fact. So you pay for the drinks. And then you have to pay cover on top of that. And so, it's the same concept. It's just done at the end. So it's a little weird. And then you're like, why is this so much? And it's like, oh, this cover. So yeah, it was a weird experience. I don't know if I would go back to that one unless I, again, had someone to go with me. And obviously, if I spoke more Japanese, I think I'd be more confident in going to somewhere like that. My friend Ken, actually, who was there with me at different times, it just finished up. Oh, okay. Rikishi was a sumo wrestler. I just learned that not long ago. But he actually went to a bar in Hiroshima, and it was like not a piano bar, but it was a lot of bars in Japan and in Japan cities are like little like living rooms almost. Like they have a very loungy feel, which I love. And this one had like a piano, and so he's a piano player. He got in, he played piano. Oh my God, Jeff, do you know Nathaniel? Because you probably do. I feel like the world of Find Me Off is too small, and I feel like y'all know each other, which is hilarious. So yeah, he's a little further along in his Japanese studies, so he fit in better. But yeah, let's get back to some more of that actually. While you guys catch up, compare notes. Oh, what? Come on, what are you doing? All right. Oh God, where did it pick up with? It like completely started again. Like, see, I'm at 100%. Oh well. What is this? This is work. I think this is work. Nope. Oh my God, that's so funny. Should get Nathaniel to curl. Action, not work, action. So the symbols are lively and moving. Lively and move. And so together that's action. Okay. This is it's public in use. I think it's official business. Yeah. So you've met more curlers than I have who are Phi Mu Alpha, because before myself and Eric Mater, who's also, from Orlando, and then you, Jeff, that's it. I don't know anybody else. Or maybe there's Megan from Peachtree, her boyfriend, I think, or fiance, I don't remember. I think he's a brother. She's SAI, I know that. But I don't know who else you've met. I'd love to have, there's enough freaking Phi Mu Alpha groups on Facebook, but we should start Phi Mu Alpha curlers and have our 10 of us in there. Oh, Alex. Yeah, okay, Alex. Yeah, that's Megan's boyfriend. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bobby Crosby. I don't think I know him. But yeah, we need to make the tiniest little niche group we can and never post anything. I would love that. Nothing would make me happier, as disillusioned with Phi Mu Alpha as I am right now. Nothing would make me happier than to have a Sinfonia Sweepers group team. I love that. This is... So what was this? This is G... Is it Jiki? Or no, Ketsudo. Is it Ketsudo? Nope. Katsudo. Okay. This is people and count, so it's number of people. Ninsho. Nope. Oh, Ninsu. Not Ninsho. Ninzu. This is to be released or to release. But we can do it's ho. No, it's not ho. It's hana reru. This is another one, active or passive, to release or to be released. But it is release. This is to apologize. Nope. Is this not apologize? This is to... What? Oh my gosh. Wow. It's been a while since I've seen this one. Wow. It looks very similar to apologize. Man, this is what's going to happen. These guys, the more I get into learning these, they're all going to start to look the same. Okay, so we said this is, let's do to be released. Yay, good. This is, so the squiggly is not a real symbol. This is a placeholder symbol. The next symbol is rank, I believe. So this would be such and such a place, but I think rank works, yeah. This is earth and place, I believe. So this would be land. Yes, good. This is near and also place. So a near place is a neighborhood. Adopted son, which... Or is it adopted child? Sorry, not son. Kanji, not the kanji we're doing, but feelings. So the symbol for feel. Okay, so this is an example of a kun reading. It's a vocabulary word for feeling. Wait, no, sorry. Disregard. This is a own reading. But it's close. It's kan shin. So kan, feeling, shin is heart. So kan shin, those are the own readings together. It's a Jukugo word. See, Nathan, this is why you need to participate in this and also get WaniKani yourself, because honestly, it is the best. And again, I am not affiliated with this. I am not selling these. I wish I could get a commission because, oh my God. But it is delightful. And you get the first 5 levels for free, which honestly, the first 5 cover a lot, but you probably will blow through those pretty quickly. And then the prices vary. You can do a monthly, you can do a annual, you can do a lifetime. I did the lifetime because I'm like... So Kanshin is something heart. I think this is admiration. Yes. Feeling heart, right? Is that feeling heart or concept heart? Feeling heart. Admiration. So this one we just had, it was, we screwed it up. It's Katsudo. This is reflect statue. So it's image. Why I know that? I don't know. And it's very similar to picture. WaniKani. Here, I'll do this. Hold on. It'll assess me at 73%, but I don't care. Whatever. Okay. So we'll go here. That's what it looks like. Let's see what my account looks like. Hopefully there's no naughty and or things I shouldn't be showing you. Oh yeah, I'm a lifetime subscription. That's what I want. So you can do a $9 a month plan up to level 60. An annual for $90, which is per year. Yeah, right. And aren't they cute? And then the lifetime's $300. Now here's the deal. I sound like a salesperson. The lifetime, don't buy it like right now. Every Christmas or in the Black Friday to Christmas area, like sign up for the newsletter or something, and they'll give you like a good discount off of this because I did not pay this. So yeah, and this is lifetime. So unless the company folds, that sucks. But yeah, this is definitely the way to do it if you think you're gonna refer back. And the nice thing is, you do burn them, things go away. You can always get access to this content on the WaniKani site. The company is Tofugu. I don't know if they have a link to it, but Tofugu also has some really great resources. Yeah, let's just do this. Tofugu. And they're a company out of Portland. And I am much closer to them now. I do want to eventually go down there. I don't think they're doing tours or anything, and it's a pretty small. I bet you they're not even in an office building anymore. They probably have just gone, work from home. But yeah, no, they do some really good content. They've got podcasts that come out. Yeah, they're great. I think they're probably one of the best for Japanese culture, language, the whole thing. All right. Let's back out to this. So I've made a tiny dent in the first hour of my stream. Let's try some lessons. I don't know. Why not? So lessons are new content. This is stuff I've never seen before, but I have a backlog I want to get through, so might as well do some now. Okay, that's good. So you finish a level and you advance in the levels 1 through 60 by knocking out the radicals that you learn and the kanji that you're learning, which is the pink. So the fact that I'm getting more kanji is good because that means I can get through it, start to do the SRS stuff with it, and eventually I think if you get so many right, you move up to the next level and you get more radicals, you get more kanji, all that stuff. So surround, made up of mouth and well, those are the radicals. The mouth of a well will surround you if you fall into it. All right. E. So this time you see an eagle flying overhead. You call out to the eagle to save you, and the eagle comes swooping down into the well and flies you out to safely, just like in The Hobbit. If you're Gandalf, actually that's Lord of the Rings. Though there are eagles in The Hobbit as well, I think. I don't know. It's been a while. So yeah, that's cool. And then they give you examples. So you'll get these vocabs eventually. Usually after you've learned the kanji, you've gotten to a certain stage with it, they'll start throwing in the vocab that uses it. So atmosphere, to surround, perimeter, those all use their surround kanji. Lumber, okay, so that's cool. It's like a tree. That's the tree radical or tree kanji. And then that's they call it the genius radical. So a tree genius is a piece of lumber. I'm not going to read all these. Gi. No, what? Why is that? Oh, Z, not Yi. Z. Right? Is that Z? Zai. Z. Okay. Zai. Oh, Zai. Okay. Whew. So Sai, but with the extra little dashes is Za. And E, so Zai. Okay. Wow. Okay. So xylophone made out of lumber. Thank you. Covering an event. Uses lumber. That's when you're like, what? It's an idiom. We have idioms in our language, in English. It's just the Japanese, they're weird. Because we're not used to them. I actually have a book of Japanese idioms somewhere. Wood makes sense. Well, right, and so this is a good system for you because it gives you it's not the why. Don't mistake this as this is why. There is a book I actually meant to bring it in here, and it's got all the kanji up to like whatever level, and it's like a derivation. It shows the symbol, the etymology as it's sort of evolved. And that's great if that helps you. However, I think this is better to learn it because it's a story that sticks, right? So yeah, it's not the why, but it does give you a fictional why to cement the concept. So tree in public is what this is made up of. Pine, very appropriate for right now and the Pacific Northwest that I am in. So pine. When climbing a tree in public, it's best to choose a pine. Yeah, I saw the cursing book at some point. I think it was the Japanese bookstore here in Seattle, downtown Seattle. It's next to the Uejimaya. I forgot the name of it. It's a chain though. You've probably encountered them. So I think it starts with a key sound. I forgot. Anyway, yeah, those are great. I like those books. I've bought some of those books, but again, I need something that propels me. I need a little gamification, and that's where this comes in, and that kanji Pokemon game might as well. The books, unfortunately, just tend to sit, and I don't have the discipline to force myself to read them and learn. So yeah, podcasts are good too. I love listening to Japanese language podcasts. However, I don't think I learn as much from them either. Having a conversation buddies. Yes, Kino Kuniya. That's it. Which ya is store, right? So Kino Kuni store. I don't know Kino Kuni stands for. Kuni? For Kubi. I don't know what Kuni is. Might be a proper name, I don't know. So this is Matsu. So pine is Matsu. Matsu, again, is a reading that's a lot of different words in Japanese. Matsuri is a festival. Matsu, we saw earlier, is the end. So if I'm linking all those together in sort of a chain, the Matsu end pine, the end of the pines, I don't know. There's something there. Pine needle. Oh, look. So that's the symbol for leaves. So pine needle is a pine leaf, kind of. It's also used for words. So like words are the leaf language nodes. It's kind of funny to me. Okay, so that's good. Remainder. That's Yakuza, I believe. Yep. And then bar. So the bar that the Yakuza hang out is the remainder. Let's see what they do with this. Oh, Yakuza bars barely exist. The remainder of them aren't even in Japan. Who knew? And its reading is Zan. So we're doing a lot of Z sounds, za sounds. Zanzibar. They're in Zanzibar. Okay. That one's going to be hard for me to remember. Target. Oh my god, I was just looking at Target today. Shopping online. So it's what is that? White pool. So I already have the mnemonic for this. A Target is a pool of a bunch of white people. It is white shoppers. So that's my mnemonic. I don't know about you. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. Matane. We'll hopefully see you soon. I don't remember what be careful was already. It's gone, but be careful in Japanese. Kyo, what was it? Kyo skete? What was it? Skete? Skate? Yeah. Kioskete? Something like that. Wow. So target, white pool. What? Owl. I don't know what that part is, but okay. Techie. This white dude is a huge techie. Oh, thank you. It's Kioskete. Ketene. Oh, yeah, you throw the ne on at the end, huh? Nice. Kioskete. Kyone. So ne is an interesting thing that I have found to be incredibly useful. You can not throw it on the end of anything, but you throw it on the end of a lot, and it softens it in a way that Japanese people find more appropriate. You don't sound quite as definitive. And if you have ever heard this, stop me, but like in Japan, you don't say no. Like if somebody asks you, hey, do you want to come hang out? Do you want to come get coffee? Do you want to do this? Whatever. You don't just say, no, I don't want to do that. Which, to be fair, in English, in our culture, unless you're in the Northeast, you don't do that either, right? It's more indirect. You're like, oh, yeah, okay. So, it's a softener for the conversation aspect. But yeah, so in Japan, you don't say no. In fact, you go so far as to politely decline like multiple times. And the idea is the other person should get the gist. Again, it's like I think of it like a dating app, and you're sitting there, and they're like, "Hey, come over," and you're like, "Oh, I'm really busy tonight. Sorry, I'm doing this." Oh no, you got to come over. No, I can't. So same idea. It's the polite thing to do. So you're not trying to embarrass them. You're trying to be nice. Chotone. Choto. Yeah, chotone. Similar to matane. So that would be something else you would say, I guess, when you're like peacing out. Chotone. Anyway, so yeah. It's all about saving face. It's all about being polite. And it's not that different than if I think of it as like if you're in the southeast, but mostly south, like, culturally. It's very nice to your face, and they shit talk you behind the scenes. That's Japan. They absolutely will be nice to your face to a point, of course, but also like turn around and then, complain about you. Oh, chotone would be like, no, chotone. Okay, that's good. Good. I'm glad you're sharing this. This is what I want. I want to know these things, and I want to share these things with whoever's watching still. I don't know. Fix that back because you can't see my my stuff there. All right. I am going to finish this. I don't know how far we'll get with the lessons, but okay. So this is the white pool. We know it's target, and it's te ki. Yep. This was remainder. This is lumber, which was zai, right? This was, oh crap, what was this one? It's not pool. It's not well. Oh, it's eagle. That's the eagle. The eagle is the reading. It's well. No, it's not a well. What is it? Oh, that's the shape. Surround. Okay. This was pine. And was it matsu? This is lumber. White. This is target. E. Is it eagle? Like E like this? No. E. Just E. Okay. E. And this was... Wait, didn't I do... Oh, no. Oh, Zanzibar. Zan. And then this was surround. Cool. I mean, that's all it is when you do the initial, lesson. But then the real test comes the next time you see it, which is usually only like 12 hours later, or if that. And then you're like, oh, God, I don't know what this was. That's fine. Let's stop there for that. All right, so let me show you what you see down here. So this is level 14, right? Yep. So I've done all the radicals. That's all these at the top. Knocked them out. That whole thing is green. I have finished those radicals. Kanji-wise now, I have all of them open. They're all getting whatever. But you can see here. Oh, good. Yeah, no, I definitely prefer typing it. It's kind of like the Duolingo problem, although there is some typing in that as well. Duolingo is fun, and I enjoy it, and I've learned some stuff from it, but I don't think it's as good as this kind of system. Though that does get more into grammar because it combines things. But anyway, so you have five times that you're presented with it you have to get, and the first one, the one we just did, does not count. So you can see here that I finished some of them, but there's a bunch that I just started because I just got them. So yeah, that's how this goes. Trying to find the ones we just did. I don't even see them. Oh, there's Target. Oh, okay, there they are. Okay. So actually it does count. That first one is that guy. So because I screwed this one up, right? Did I screw this one up? Oh, I guess this is the one I haven't done yet. I mean, I should just get that one. I should just do it. All right, let's just do that real quick. Promise. Okay, so this is thread and pool. So a pool of thread is your promise. You tie a thread on your finger before jumping in the pool to remind yourself of the promise you made to your mother. And the reading is yaku, or yak. So you get on your yak powered mower and trim the grass. Yes, your mower is pulled by a yak. I don't love this mnemonic. It's visually very descriptive, but doesn't attach well to that concept of promise. I would do something like, my promise is not to yak on you if I get drunk tonight on sake. So I like that better. So it's funny, I actually had mountain climbing already. That's mountain climbing, and then now I guess we're adding the re to make it some kind of a noun. Oh, I see. To climb a mountain. Okay, so this is the act of mountain climbing, not a verb. So that's yama no. Oh, this is different. That's so funny because when it's just mountain and climb, it's like it's reversed. That's why it's tosan or tozan. But in this case, it's yama no bori. And boru is to climb. So noboru. Oh, noboru. Oh, that's it. So it's not mountain. No, it's not mountain. Okay, so it's yama nobori. Okay. Yeah, and that's what's weird sometimes is you get that. So it's only because it's mountain by itself, which is yama when it's mountains by itself. It's san, I believe, with the own reading when it's in conjunction with some other kanji, which it is in this case, except there's also the re in there. So that might make it the kun reading. I don't remember if the kun reading of mountain is yama. But mountain by itself, if you just saw the symbol mountain, it's yama, usually, right? I think. Anyway. Popular phrase. Okay, so that is flush or flow or stream. Go and language. So language that makes sense, phrase. The go stream. And go stream together means popular. So or like trendy. I think they say trendy. So that's kind of why that fits together. So trendy language is a popular phrase. I get that. That makes sense. Yeah, trend. It's a noun. What is the reading is oh gosh, I already Ryu Ko Go. So language by itself is go. Trendy is Ryuko. So Ryukugo, popular phrase. Okay. Popular song. See how they do this? We'll reinforce it a bit. Ryuko Uka? Ryukoka. Oh, that's so weird. So usually this song, I think, is uta. But because it's mixed with these, it's the own reading, so it's ka. Huh. So that's, again, similar to the mountain one. I would have thought it would be uta, but uta is the kun reading. And since it's all, jukugo, yep. Starts to come together eventually. Cooperate and meeting. And it means union. So that makes sense. A meeting of people who want to cooperate together and stand up to the their bosses is a union. So that's kyokai. Kyokai. That's easy. Those are the own readings. All right. Should be pretty easy. Kyokai. Ryu Ko Go. This was, oh gosh, I've already forgotten. Promise? Yep. And Yaku. Union. Mountain climbing. So that's Yama Nobori. Popular phrase. And that is, what was this? Oh shoot, what was, oh, we just did this, the same. It's, thank you. Ryuko Ka. And that was popular song. Sweet. All right. So now I've got all the kanji. I'm done for now. Got a few vocabs that use that too. That's good. Down to 44. I mean, so there's this idea that you don't want to get this down to 0 because if you get this down to 0, you'll add so many more to this. And I have found right now with my current schedule, working from home, but also, still trying to, not spend all day on my phone doing Japanese. I try to keep this in the less than 200 ballpark. So let's look down here at where I'm at. So right now I have 87 and I'll get 10 more at 11 o'clock. So by the end of the day, I'll have under 100. Then tomorrow I'll add 61. Then I'll add 49. Then I'll have 47. So you see here that, and this is as like just currently, if I didn't do anything right now, if I just stopped all progress, this is the number. And so you can quickly see by Sunday I'm up to almost 400, and that's a lot. Now that's under my maybe reasonable goal amount, but I'd still kind of like the numbers here. So maybe I'll do some more lessons later, but for now I'm okay. Then you'll see down here if you want to look at your progress overall. So apprentice, guru, master, enlightened, and then burned. And I am thrilled that I have burned 500 kanji. I know. And that's kanji and radicals, and it's all mixed together. But I have done 500 that I have cold, I know. And then I have over 1,000 that I am in pretty close, like, I am enlightened. It means I am about to finish them off. And then down here, I'm in, like, not too bad. Master's pretty good. Guru's getting there. I started this in, oh, goodness. I think I started this before I went to Japan in 2018 for the first time in October. I don't think I was serious about it until I got back from Japan. I may have done a pretty good attempt. So when I was sitting in my hotel at night in Japan, I would do these a little bit. But I think really in earnest 2019, so over a year and a half, almost 2 years, I guess. Now, I have taken mini breaks, and there are friends of mine who have done this system. They are level 60, and they are done. Basically, there's no new content at level 60, unless the company decides to push some more out. So yeah, it's a lot to get there, but it's pretty comprehensive. I mean, you get to the point where you're learning some really specific words. It's not like things you would necessarily use all the time. So yeah, it's a journey. And that's why I did the lifetime, because I was a monthly member. I think I did an annual membership, and I was like, well, just upgrade, and you can upgrade, so you don't have to pay from to start from scratch. So they prorate what you've paid in, I believe. All right, so let's do. Oh no, I don't want lessons. Let's do. I'm at 86. I want to do another. I want to get to 50. I think getting to 50 would be a nice place to stop for now. And that'll give me half an hour to 50. It gives me about a 2-hour stream on this. I think that's not bad. This is to die. I think it's na. It's not Naku. It's Naku Naru. It's to die. This is green. Midori. I love that Midori is green. I love that. Oh, I did this earlier too. It looks. It's similar, but there's the thread radical, not the gold radical. So it's actually silver. And I just did this one earlier. Oh man. It's not to be on time. Is it to be on time? No. What is this one? Acquaintance. Oh. This is a new one. This is a plant. God. Kami-sama. This is to be on time, I think. Mani au. To die. This is hard. Ko. This was Shiri au. Nope. What did I screw up? Oh, see, I hate that. White. Yay, another burn. Public. Koyo. Hard. This is think. Nope. Oh, I always do this. Elderly. It looks so close. It's like they're like the same almost. Coffin and spoon as opposed to coffin and whatever the other one is. This is the ability or skill, sorry. So it's gi. So this is silver, which is gin iro. Gin iro. This is Shoku Mono? Nope. Shokubutsu? No. Oh, Shokubutsu. Okay. Butsu and Mono. Oh my god. I am horrible about this because it's kind of like Jin and Nin. It could go either way, and you have to just remember which one it is. This one was to be on time. Yes. Skill. This is dentist. Yi No. Baisha. Nope. Haisha, not Baisha. This we just... Oh, no, this is Eraser. I had this one earlier today. So this is a weird one, and I need to know more about why this is the way it is. The first symbol is kanji. Then there's the hiragana for she. Then gomu. I guess it's a borrowed word for gum. Gomu. And it's written in katakana. So that's katakana. So gomu, if you say blah 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 gomu, keshi gomu. So you know this one, right? Is gomu a borrowed word then because it's in katakana, or did they just go, yeah, we're gonna call that? She's katakana for that one. I don't know. I did go to lettery stores. Yeah, it's a gummy, it's a rubber eraser, or that material, right? So yeah, I didn't know why it's in katakana, but this is silver color. To advance, or just advance in this case. This is Sheen. I think this is transfer. Nope. Advance. Oh, just advance. Okay. So advance travel, it's advance. There's a similar one that's transfer. So Keshigomu. This is a boat. Yep. So it's a boat radical. You'll see it in boat-related kanji. This is strong, or suyoi. Haisha. Dentist. So it's tooth, medicine, medicine person. So tooth, medicine person is dentist. Shokubutsu is plant. Ninzu is number of people. This is elderly, or I think it's just that. Nope. Damn it. The other thing I screw up all the time is if it's a long sound or not. Oh, wait. What? Ko? Oh, this is think. Oh, it's coffin beggar, not coffin spoon. Oh my god, no wonder I screw this up all the time. This was acquaintance, right? So it's shiri ai. This is nani. Oh, this is Big Brother. I haven't seen this one in a while. Strong. Oh, we said advance. This was the beggar radical, so this is ko, to think, or think. Nani. This is the thing you wear, or a kimono. This is elderly. So you see the difference there? It's the spoon radical, not the beggar radical. Number of people. This is Shinko. This is perfect or by? I think it's perfect. Oh, fudge. I don't remember this one. Nope. Oni-san. Which makes sense because the big brother is Ani. So it's Oni-san, but I should have trusted my gut. I did just do this one. This is Yeah, families. Keeping all the family, big little brother, big little sister, mother, father. Oh, there's so many. And I mean, it's similar, I'm sure, in English, but we have big as a separate piece that's not combined into that intrinsic ranking that you have with the different words. So I think that's what makes it harder. Say fire. Yes, that's exactly what this is. And it is, I think, discuss. So say fire, discuss and or interact online in comments. That's what this is. So yeah, this is, we just did this one earlier. We said it's an image. So it's a zo. Mazu, right? Yep. Which is like previously or first of all or something like that. Ka? Nope. Don. Yep. Dan likes to get into arguments or discussions. Hot goss. Yeah, tell Willem and Alaska. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, we're getting close. 66. We can do this. So this is mataseru, and it's to make someone wait, I think. Very specific. I mean, I'm at level 14 of 60, and I'm learning how to say to make someone wait, which is, you know, useful. Okay, so Oni-san. Oh, I didn't talk about this yet, but what you may notice as you're doing this is you'll learn something. You'll be moving up in the ranks. You'll get close to burning it, and then your brain will just give out on you, and you'll forget. And it doesn't always drop you way back down to apprentice. It does drop you back down to guru. And if you mess it up, then it drops you down to apprentice. But it is still frustrating. So be prepared for that frustration. It is, it can make you a little sad. But the good news is you know, it's for your own good. It wants you to learn it and really retain it. So in some cases, you just screw something up. Like I'll do it on my phone and I'll autocorrect incorrectly, or autocorrect will think it knows what I want better than I do, which that's its own topic for another time. And then I drop something way back because I'm not careful and just hit go. So yeah, it is what it is. But then you end up with ones you know, and you can just knock them out. This is period and wait. So I think this is expectation. Yeah. Coffin, spoon is elderly, and it's row. Mataseru. This is swimwear. So water wear. Swimwear. Tochi. Yep, mess land. We did that one earlier. Kitai. Yes, Kitai. Perfect was show. Nope. What is this one? Is this Zen? San. Con. Oh. What did I do? Oh god. Con. Okay. It's a new one. First. Oh, is this first of all or previously? I think it's first of all. Yes. Seiko. Concepts, right? Is that what say is? No. Become success. So basically achievement is what this one translates to. The action of feeling is circumstance, which is weird. Never understood that one. This is wear thing or kimono. You could also put clothes here, so clothes or kimono. This is to bad energy, I think, right? Is this bad energy? Bad energy. Evil intent. Yeah. Akuki? Is that right? Or no, it's Waruki. No, it's Akuki. Oh, gi. So, great example. Rendaku. Ki becomes softened to gi. And this Rendaku, again, just kind of happens. There's not a rhyme or reason that I've discerned. I mean, maybe if you go up to the root of all, Japanese language, there's some rule, but I haven't seen what it is, and they haven't explained it. So I think it's a case-by-case thing. But this will also trip you up a lot. Warugi. This is cooperate or shared need. So this is, and it's suru. So anything that ends in suru is also a verb. So kyo you? No. What is, oh man. Yeah, it's you. Kyo yu suru. Nope. Did I spell it wrong? Kyo yu, long u. Together have. Okay. Yeah, it just sounds right. Yeah, it just sounds right. Sure. Yeah, and that's the instinct you want to build, but this was con. Achievement. Nope. Not achievement. Success. It's, yeah. This was action. I believe this is Metropolis. Con. I know. I've actually used that mnemonic for a couple of them, but because the system actually suggests Genghis Khan. So in my head, I'm hearing Khan, Nooney and Soong, as yelled by William Shatner, not by Chris Pine, or by not by Chris Pine. Spoilers: in the new Star Trek movies, it's yelled by Spock. Whatever his name is. All I know is I saw him recently in the Boys in the Band, and he was fantastic. But I cannot think of his name to save my life. Yeah, that guy. Oh, Zachary Quinto. There we go. In my head, it just had the... So this is success. This is not rude, but nice. No, what is this? Gratitude? It's not gratitude. No, what is this? Thanks. Like, come on. You know it's a synonym. Why are you doing this? To worry. Shin pai suru. Heart. Pai hai distribute. You're distributing your heart. To distribute your heart is to worry. I like that one. This is Mizugi. And again, ki, but it's Rendaku to ki. Sama, Zama. So anytime you see this symbol, it actually takes the thing before it and repeats it. But it gets Rendaku'd the second time, so it doesn't stay the same. It's Sama, which is a formal name title, right? So-and-so Sama. And then you repeat it again, and it becomes Zama. So Sama Zama. And that is the way that little symbol there works. Now, what that means does not always translate to the thing that is repeated. So when we get to that, we got to remember what that means. But this is Dan. This is Boku. So I, informally. This is adopted child. Didn't we do this one? What is this? Adopted, foster. So it's the Ko. Something Ko is the child. It's not Soda. What is it? Adopted. I'm thinking of the Kun reading as Yashi. Yashina. But what's the own reading? What's the own reading for this? I don't know. Yoko. Nope, that's not. Oh, it's Yoshi. It's Yoshi, isn't it? Yoshi. So it's not Ko. It's she. That's the other one. I always. Okay, this is the thing I do. Again, advice if you do this. Early on, when you're learning the symbols, Ko or she, child, right, is one of the ones you learn first. And at the time, I didn't pay attention to own versus kun, and that bit me so much that I don't know which one is which now, because they're both in my head, but I don't know. It's rhyme or reason, right? So in this case, the own reading is she, I believe. I have to double check. Maybe it's both. But yeah, Yoshi. Yoshi. And I should have known that because of the little Yoshi. And yeah. All right. What are we doing? 80%? We're getting in the ballpark of what I want. This is thanks. I should have got that one, but whatever. Kyo Yusuru. Yoshi. Nope. Yes. No. Yoshi. This is island. Nope. This is bird. I thought the little things made it the island, but I guess it's a slightly different symbol. Yeah. So this is the bird radical. This is Ray. We're at 50. Oh my gosh. We're still there. Oh my gosh, who is Bunny Corruption? I don't know who that is, and you know me on Twitch. I don't know who you are though. You'll have to reveal yourself if you choose to. Oh, it's Hunter. Oh, hey Hunter. You better like and subscribe. By the way, now that there's only like maybe 3 people. It is. No, it is. Shima or Jima is island. Yeah. Yeah, so make sure you like and subscribe. That's the thing, right? That's what you say. It's what we say on the social medias. You got to like and subscribe. If you're already a Facebook friend, it doesn't matter. You're fine. But if you're watching on Twitch, as Hunter certainly is, it's the thing you do. You subscribe and you know get the notifications when I do this. That way you can sit there and watch me make a fool of myself, either interviewing comic book creators and other artists, which I've been doing on Mondays. About this time, actually, I'm taking the slot tonight to do my Japanese. So I've been doing that on Mondays. I'll do Japanese on Mondays. You don't have to... Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Yes. No. Don't subscribe. I'm not asking for your money. You're not going to get any bonus content. You're just going to skip commercials if you subscribe. But, yeah, no, you get the notifications or follow or whatever the hell the thing is. Facebook, YouTube's the one that's like and subscribe. I always forget. There's too many things to try to keep track of. Anyway, yeah, so this is... I'm so bad at the promotion. Alex, you're a longtime listener of Flame On. You know the thing that we do not do well is promotion. I sit there and look at like these podcasts that are coming out now, and I'm just like, man, their content is rough, but they know how to promote. And then I think about all the nonsense that we've done over the years and how it's like, we just don't know how to promote. The best person we have is Pat. Pat's the only one that gets a like partial like way there. And even then it's, you know, but yeah, it's been rough. So what does this mean? Oh, so this is a verb to share need. Is it to cooperate? I don't think so. No. What is it? Oh, it's just to share. So, to share, and then need is to share. Is that what the two are? Together. Oh, together have. Sorry. So together have is to share. Oh, look at that. But you know what? I mean, let's keep going. Yeah, why not? Let's go as far as we can. We're at 48. I don't think we're gonna get to 0, but we'll get to a certain point. This is branch again because it looks like one. Not really, but that's the mnemonic. Ninji. I like this one. So it's year and next. But it doesn't mean next year. It means if it's year next, it's annual. This is another good one. I just learned this one. So lower, that's the first symbol. It's lower or below or whatever. And then wear. So what do you think lower wear is? It's underwear. I love this one. This is so perfect. I love when it just makes sense. Like it's just so obvious that it's like, oh yeah, of course it's that. This is human. No, we did this when it was circumstance. GGO. Okay, this is the one we had the repeater with, right? So it's formal name, formal name. I think it's sometimes. Nope. Might be various. So these are weird, and I don't know the rhyme or reason, and again, I think it's you gotta just remember. But, I mean, the mnemonic certainly would help. And they even apologize, because it's not like it's their fault, but there's really a bad, it's not, there's no way. So I guess if you look at a bunch of fancy people out in the party, and you're like, samazama, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Tokidoki is absolutely one of those. And so Tokidoki is the one I always think of, and it means sometimes, right? And that one makes sense because it's time. But this one is weird because you're just, like I said, you're looking at the party, you're like, various, many, I don't know. So yeah, that's the weird one. This was toe. I learned this one when I was in Japan because I would see Tokyo toe, and I was like, huh? Where's that extra toe coming in? And it's because it's the city followed by this symbol to mean the metropolis. So Tokyo to is the Tokyo metropolis, which is a slightly, if you know Tokyo, you know that it's actually many cities all together in one larger metropolitan area. And one of the best things you can do to learn that is, Alex, I don't know, you might remember, what's the Yamato? What's the line that goes in the circle around Tokyo? Oh man, I can't remember now. But anyway, you realize very quickly, just like going through everything, it's like a lot of cities. There's these like sort of burbs, like these kind of like regions. But if you look in the history, you find out that a lot of them pre-existed Tokyo. It's kind of like, yes, thank you. It's Yamanote. And you learn that they all kind of like formed independently, and then sort of eventually, when this is the Edo period, I guess they kind of like went, nope, Kyoto, it's ours now, and they moved the capital up to Tokyo and sort of took over that whole region. So anyway, a little bit of history. I am not at all good on Japanese history. I'm learning my periods. I'm learning my Edo versus what's the one in like middle 20th century, Showa. I'm learning about the Showa period because that's like the reconstruction after World War II, and a lot of the sort of kind of like we have this whole idea that the 50s were somehow idyllic. It's that whole thing in Japan too. It's where the tin from the war was all tin toys and all that. The beginning of manga and anime, all that was there. Anyway, so yeah, this is, I just had this one. This is next, but it's not G, is it? No, it's not G. Oh, Sugi. Wow, I haven't had this one in a while. So yeah, Sugi. I knew it wasn't G. Shenri. This is interesting because it's heart and then like reason. And it actually means mental state. So you see Shinri Gaku is the study of the mind, so it's psychology. So Shinri Gaku, you'll see in this as well. This is underwear. I don't think it's Shitagi. What's the other down? Oh man, what is down? I mean, Shita would be one of them. Maybe it is Shitagi. I don't think so, though. It's not... Is it Kagi? No. This is going to be like that in... Oh, no, Shitagi. Okay, good. Sounds like a mushroom, right? Shiitake. This is body. Oh, awesome. So you studied Japanese in college as well? I studied it for a year and a half in college when I took 3 semesters. Barely got into any kanji, honestly. It was all spoken, all basic conjugation, hiragana, katakana. I mean, but man, I don't remember half of what I learned. Like the barest minimum of things that I retain in that. And it's because I just did it like 20 plus years ago and then didn't use it forever. Yeah, you find mushrooms in shiitake. See, now I'll forget that. This is why we do this, right? We have better mnemonics than they do. We should collect these in a little guide. This is reflect. Body is, body is tie, but I don't think this is that one. Oh no, what is this? It's not tie. Again, own reading, kun reading. Karada. This is the kun reading, right? Yep. Kunyomi. The body is a car raider or karada. So, yeah, I mean, so you took it in college and it's been a while too. And yeah, you lose so much just by not using it. And this is where there's really no reason not to find pen pals or people to converse with in this age of connectivity. I mean, whether it's people in Japan or people wherever and they can speak. I don't have a good way to do this, but I would definitely be interested in trying to continue to keep this fresh. Obviously, something like translating shorts, translating manga is a great way to do it. But yeah, we should remember to try to message each other in our Japanese and then struggle together. This is I just did this one. I remember this one from college, from my actual studies, because movie is eiga. So when I see this, it tickles the neurons, and then I'm like, oh, movie. And I learned movie in the system here too. I don't know if it'll come up today. Mental state. This is gentle, I think. Is it gentle? Yep. We said this was various, right? Yep. This is murder. Gene or Neen. This is the other, Nope. Satsujin. This is ability. And this one is no. I remember this one. This is man or is it ototo? I think so. No. Otoko? No. What's man? It's not. If it was the own reading, it'd be Don, I believe. Like Street Fighter or Puzzle Fighter. Don. Both. I think it's Otoko. Yes. Otoko. Oh, what are you saying there? Oh, my goodness. Oh, I know some of those. Something bundle. Da. I think I just learned that one. What is it? It's show. Shoni. Oh, benkyo shimashou. Oh, let's study. Whatever the first part, and then something about. Oh, let's study together. Ishon. Okay, shoni. So let's study together. And then I don't know what the first part is. Yeah, you'll have to help me with that first part. I don't know what that word is, but I've learned parts of it recently. So this is ability to try. No, is this to try? Yes, it is to try. Body is karada. Don't yak on me. Oh, yeah, promise. Oh, very nice. I love it. Yaku soku. Wait. Yaku soku da? Okay. Oh, da. Yeah, okay. Promise. Yeah, okay. I see how it all fits together because I'm like, huh? Yaku soku da. Soku. Oh, yaku soku. Okay, so I know soku is like fast. So that's interesting. So yaku soku together is promise, the verb. And then da, or the gerund. I don't even know how that's tracked. Let's see. What is this? This is to imagine. I know that one. Sozo suru. Nope. What? Oh, ru. Wait. Sozo suru. This is labor. Murder. Do? No, row. This is row. Satsujin. Place. Suit. Is it case? Yeah. Man. Oh, burn that one. Row. Hi, Maddie. What is this? Joe. Is it Joe? No. Maybe. Joa? No, that's not it. What is this? Bai? Drek! Holy crap. I didn't know you spoke a little Japanese as well. Hope you're doing well in the horrifyingly COVID crazy state of Florida. Hey. I got my little pupper here being a little feisty and needy. Hi. Hey there. Okay, so what is this? This is a new one for me. Or newer. Bye? No. Jotai. Tai? By. Oh, it's long. Okay. By. Location, suit, and what does it mean? Case. Oh, well, that's awesome. I see. I didn't know that. I would have had another Japanese language partner in Orlando. Yeah, like. Oh, it means situation. Okay. Jotai. Like, I'm guessing Jotai, like long O maybe. This is. Oh man, it's been a while. Tamesu. To be sick. Unfortunately and very untimely for this one, but you know. What is this? This is... Oh man, this is a new one too. Machi Boke. To make someone wait? No, that's not what this one is. We did that one. And it's not a, it doesn't end in U, so I don't think it's a verb. Oh man, I don't remember what this one is. It's not acquaintances, is it? No. Ah, stood up. Oh, we've all been there. Machi, yeah, machi is wait. Okay, so waiting. Okay. This is to imagine. And this is sugi. We just did this one as the vocab, as the adjective. That's suyobi or suyoi rather. What is this by itself? It's not Jiaku, because that's weak. Oh shoot, I don't remember this now. Kaze, yeah. Yeah, and that's the whole thing with this. Like, Japanese is so very but I mean, again, I try not to like make it seem like it's special, because English is the same. We have so many different ways to say the same thing. We have so many idioms. There's definitely ways you would say something to someone who is maybe a little higher in station than you are, like, you know, polite speak. I mean, again, I think Southern. I think, you know, how we talk around things and how we're a little more polite than maybe we in deep down should be, or, you know, feel. So yeah, there's lots of Dame Nandas. What's Dame? Who is this? No. Nandes is like what is. Dame. What's Dame? I forget. Who is? I don't know. I'm getting who what is, but that's not right. Yeah, my vocab is getting better. Putting it together with the rest of the language, I'm hoping will just like fall together pretty easily, because I'll have the raw materials, and then it's just, you know. But then there's so much. I mean, I watch these Japanese like culture videos, and they'll do like, here's the 10 phrases you need to know, and and you're like, wait, what? Huh? That's an idiom. That does not mean what it says. So yeah, it's so much to learn in a language. Be careful, it's from Sugiru. Oh, Dame is bad. Yes, that's right, Dame. That's right. Yes, okay. Yeah, I didn't have that experience in Japan, but I was warned. People are like, if you go to a bar and they're like this, or they say Dame, then it's not good. Oh, kind of. Oh, kind of bad. Okay. This is good. See, these are good things to learn and share with others. I'm hoping that this will be kind of bad, helpful for everyone, not just me. But I do want it to be helpful for me too. So that's why I'm trying to do this first and foremost, to make sure I can spend time. And it's been like 2 hours doing this, and yet people have stuck around, which is amazing. I sit there and watch Twitch, you know, because this is going out to my Twitch as well. And people are just playing games for hours, and I'm sitting there like, and they're talking. I mean, they're talking the whole time, and I'm like, my God, people are watching this. I mean, I'm watching this, so it's like, you know, it's a thing people do. So I thought, oh, if I do my Japanese homework, is that a thing people are going to want to watch? Yeah, Warui, I know. I actually had that earlier. Warui and Aku, same, different pronunciation, different readings of the same kanji. Dame Nandes, kind of bad. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Terrence. Lovely to see you. This is very nice. It's funny, because a lot of people find this on Facebook. And that's by design, because I was doing it on Twitch, and I was barely getting anything. But I knew if I put it on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch all together, I'd probably hit a better, you know, variety. So you would say Dame Nandes after saying you were stood up. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there. All right. Hopefully you've never had to use that in person. That's just kind of a thing, Maddie, oh my goodness. My dog is being very demanding of my attention. What? Hi. She's like on something if she thinks she's getting dinner yet. You're not getting dinner yet. She doesn't get fed till 9 o'clock. So I'm like, come on, girl. What are you doing? It's because she didn't get breakfast until like noon. That's what the real thing is. So I'm like, girl, you're fine. Oh, hi. Can you see? She's like coming up to say hi. Deja puppy. Oh, okay. You just want to be on camera. That's all you want. It's clearly what this is all about. Thank you. Do you want dinner? Is that what you're telling me? All right. All right, let me wrap this up then. I'll stop at 31, which is actually not bad. I mean, I've gotten less far. Not the greatest percentage there, but we'll just ignore that. Combined with all the other ones, I think I did okay. So yeah, that's my standing as of today. 45 lessons, 31 reviews. The lessons won't go up until I get to the next level, but this reviews will go up very soon. So when I'll be back, I don't know. Right now, possibly later in the week. I'm trying to do this at least a couple times a week. And then I'll do the thing like I did where I'll post an event and then, you'll stumble across it in the feed and you'll be like, hey. But yeah, if you have any ideas or anything you want to see, obviously reach out to me. Let me know. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, please like and subscribe, or at the very least follow. And Monday, I'm working on possibly getting an interview lined up for the other series I'm doing with Flame On, which is the Rainbow Spotlight, we're calling it. I just had Jack Foster of Reckless Eyeballs. I'm hoping that I can get somebody else possibly lined up for next Monday, but we'll see. Of course, Flame On, if you don't follow that. That's our main podcast. I know, Alex, you do. Please check that out. New episodes every other Friday. I think the last one that came out was the one I wasn't on, which was the monthly roundup. Gambarimashita. Oh, that's Gambaru is like, you can do it or whatever, right? You did it, I guess. Is that what that means? You did it. Yay. I don't know. But yeah, Flame On. If you're listening, if you like podcasts, like geek pop culture, obviously, pretty much what we do there every other week. Some of my interviews are being interspersed into that for the every other part. Sound like somebody was whispering. Yeah, so I'll be back. So stand by. And, oh man, Kiyosukete, ne. And we'll see you soon.